Oh my. Oh my.
You are now tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show.
Yo, what it is and what it do, you're officially tuned in to the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM, KCAA in the Inland Empire, worldwide on the NBC Radio Network and on the iHeartRadio app. As always, I'm your man, J Love, a.k.a. Uncle Jiggy, joined by the statesman himself, Mr. Farron. How are you doing today, sir?
Man, I'm excellent today, man. Excellent.
I'm glad to hear. Is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday.
Okay, it's Tuesday.
Tacos.
Yes, it's Taco Tuesday, June 22nd in the year of our Lord 2021. And so there's a lot of stuff in the news today. We definitely gonna get to what you was talking about, but I gotta do this first story.
Okay, what you
because
got?
This one, I'm gonna be honest, surprised me. I don't know why it did, but it did nonetheless.
Okay.
There is a new #1 selling football jersey right now that is the top selling football jersey, and it is not Tom Brady. It is not Patrick Mahomes. It's not even Aaron Rodgers. But the player with the top selling jersey over the last 24 hours is none other than the Raiders' Carl Nassib.
You a lie.
No, sir. Carl, according to the ultra popular fan gear website Fanatics, Nassib's #4 Las Vegas Raiders jersey has been flying off the shelves ever since the defensive lineman announced Monday that he's gay. Yeah. So this one, of course, Nassib, the support for Nassib's announcement has been overwhelming. Everybody from Saquon Barkley to Roger Goodell to even O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson. I don't know if that's necessarily the endorsement you want, but
Is this thing on?
So
I'd like to make an announcement.
Make your announcement. So
no, go ahead.
All I wanted to say was, the Trevor Project is an organization established to help prevent suicides in the LGBTQ community. It agreed Tuesday to match the pass rusher's $100K. I guess because he's donating $100,000, so they're going to match it or whatever. So he's in the middle of a 3-year, $25 million deal with the Raiders, and has the #1 jersey right now. So that one, I didn't know. I mean, I know America is progressive. I didn't know America was there. You know what I mean? So, so your thoughts, sir, on the #1 jersey being Mr. Carl Nassib from the Las Vegas Raiders?
I mean, we already know that there's a movement in the world, man. We already know.
Here comes the hate mail. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Here it comes. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, we already know that community is on a serious movement, and they bond together, they unite. I mean, they support one another. So I'm really not surprised that his jersey is #1 because of not even. I'm sure more. How can I say this? I'm sure that it just wasn't the LGBTQ community buying that jersey.
Right.
So you talk about family members, like those who support their families in those conversations. So I'm not surprised. I'd like to know what the Raiders teammates have to say about that, though.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Here's my take, ladies and gentlemen, on the situation. We know, and I know, 4 or 5 years ago there was Michael Sam, right? Well, that was his name, right? Michael Sam. He came out. Yeah, well, he came, but he wasn't necessarily like he played for 3 days. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but it was something really, and he wasn't really a starter. He was the first one to be openly gay or whatever. But here's what we do know. We know that obviously there's been gay dudes in the NFL.
Of course.
Right. They just, didn't feel comfortable to come out.
And haven't came out yet.
Right. And so I guess, kudos to the dude for coming out. I think, in my opinion, this is me speaking. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, okay, because again, I'm a huge proponent of human rights. And so it doesn't matter to me whether or not you're gay. If I'm a Raider fan, can you play football? Doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like
can you make the tackles?
Yeah, can you on the line? Can you get to the quarterback? None of that matters to me. Like who you are winking at, whether it's the cheerleaders or the dude that's going, with the yell leader dude. I don't care. Can you get to the quarterback? That's what matters to me. As having nothing to do with no agenda, just because I'm a competitive guy. I love sports. Football is one of my favorite sports. The only thing that bothers me about this is just that. But I know people, again, they try to make the equivalent of this movement and us, meaning people of color, specifically Black people. But them buying the jersey just because he's gay. But again, I guess being the first, in the same way that we celebrate. And I hate to do it because I don't like the equations, but for the sake of conversation, there's particular jerseys that we put on that because they were the first to break the color barrier. The difference is this, though, ladies and gentlemen.
That is true, though.
The difference is this. There was specifically like actual rules and laws that prohibited Black people from playing the game. There was unwritten. No, I mean, even if it was unwritten, it's not like there was like actual laws that were like, you can't because you're gay. It was just societal norms and homophobia and, other, patriarchy and toxic masculinity and all kinds of other stuff. But there wasn't like, there's never been like, this is the homo water fountain. This is the homo bathroom. That ain't never been a thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't like I don't like equating.
Yes, it's apples and oranges. They're all fruits.
Yes, but it's no pun. But whatever. Kudos to dude. He came out, hooray, that nobody's persecuting you or whatever. And so, like I said, as a sports fan, and I'm assuming most Raiders fans, like in 2021, I don't think anybody cares beyond, can you, like you said, can you make tackles? Can you get to the quarterback? It's like 1981, this might have been a big deal.
Yeah.
Right. 2021, you know what I mean? Like even like them really like old school dudes that are like, super old school, would still probably be like, because they know, like, what can they say? What can they say? You feel me?
I'm not gonna paint my face.
Because they all probably got nephews or nieces that, you know what I'm saying? They've dealt with it in some form in their life.
Exactly.
And it'd be them dudes that be the hardest dudes to be like, So
that's why I'm not surprised. There was probably way more regular folk buying that jersey in support of.
So,
and I wonder if he makes any money off of his own jersey. I wonder what his kickback
he should.
Is. Probably, huh?
He better.
He make it so he gonna make his $100K back easy. Tax write off, and he gets probably like a triple that back. Jersey sales, which
transitions us. Look, you see the word I used. Transitioned us into what we were talking about. Something, was it yesterday? We were talking about it.
Yeah,
it was yesterday.
Yeah.
So you said there were some comments that came about based on my comments on the transition of one Mr. Bruce Jenner into Caitlyn Jenner and how it affected his daughters.
Yes.
And I know you received some comments about that, sir. What were these comments?
So one of the comments I got from my own child as I was visiting her yesterday with my grandson, and I brought this conversation up to her, and her response was, well, why don't Why don't they ask him what he wants to be called?
Okay, man, I wish I could have had this conversation too. Just because, okay, let's have a hypothetical conversation with people who are not with us right now, right?
Okay,
so
right.
Neither your daughter nor Caitlyn Jenner is with us, right? Or any of the Jenner children,
right?
But in a hypothetical situation, I don't think it's so much about asking her. I'm trying to use correct pronouns, okay? Because I've been yelled at before for not using correct pronouns. Her, meaning Caitlyn Jenner. I don't think it's necessarily about what she wants to be called. I think this was my point. So for those of you maybe who might have missed the show yesterday, I was discussing that there was a Kardashian reunion show, or because the show is now over. Grand finale. I didn't watch it. I've heard allegedly. Okay, allegedly. It's not like I was watching this, but had I had watched it, I might have known that they were talking to the Jenner sisters, Kylie and Kendall, about their journey through the in general, but it came up about their mother, Bruce Caitlyn, right? And how Kylie, it was Kylie, I said Kendall, but it was actually Kylie, who had made a mention about how for a moment it was difficult for her because she was very close to her father, and had to mourn the loss of her father, right? Because in her eyes, in order to fully accept the transition, right? That's part of it, right?
I'll let you finish.
So my comment was, is it okay? Number one, I asked you, can we have this conversation without being bigots, right? Because I'm not trying to be a bigot. I'm not trying to be mean or insensitive or any of that, number one. But number two, man, is it okay for people? Like, it's one thing that we're forced almost to accept something without being able to ask questions. Like, if someone in my family transitions, can I mourn because obviously there's a new relationship, right? Can I mourn the old one? That was the question. Can I mourn that old relationship?
And so this is a Revolution Radio show, and as the statesman, I must interact and interject. First of all, he did not die. So mourning, and that's what my daughter's point is he ain't dead. So what is she more like? So we listen. Hello, listen, listeners. Check this out. One of the flaws in our society as human beings, in our culture, and our species, is language, and unfortunately, we describe life versus actually say what's happening. And if you understand how you describe life, you create this whole chaos of story in your head, in your experience of life, by using words that might not be the actual word that's happening in your life. So to say she has to mourn her father, maybe she could use a better word to describe what she's feeling, because
so
this definition of mourning is like a loss. Like, so it depends on what that means.
Okay, so and I'm gonna use the hypothetical. If I had a son who then transitioned into being a woman, right? In order for me to fully accept, I guess now my daughter, I have to let go of a relationship I had with my there is
how it's still your son.
But no, he's telling me no, he's my daughter.
Yeah, he can tell you whatever he wants.
But then isn't that disrespecting the situation that he's saying?
No,
because now he's saying I'm not he no more, I'm she.
Well,
so
last I checked, the first 18 years you was a he. So
yeah, okay, but do you see the total confusion? That's my point. There's
There's no confusion.
There's a lot of you just confuse me because
that's like you putting on a Batman costume and want me to call you Batman for the rest of your life because you're gonna wear a Batman mask.
Yes, because damn it, I'm Batman.
So we're gonna put Batman on for the rest of your life, and I gotta call you Batman?
Yes, because if you don't respect me as Batman, you're not respecting me. This is my identity, damn it.
So as my daughter said, ask him what he wants to be called. Why is she mourning the loss of I don't have my father now, and now my father's my mother? No,
hey, look,
talk to your father and be like, so what you want me to call you these days? So we can make sure.
But I can't, like, how do I call you, like, mom, dad?
What?
Like,
well, ask him.
And I've heard, but you can't say him. See, you just mispronounced. See what I'm talking about? This is the situation, man. I'm trying to be the open one and the objective one, and you come and mispronouncing people, and you can't call she or he.
I'm the original information. The original information is he.
Send your hate mail.
At Farron D.
Look, all I'm saying is I've heard Caitlyn Jenner say that I'm still their dad. But
so who he's do you see the confusion that
yes, that's why I'm saying I'm confused, but no one lets me be confused, because if I'm confused, then I'm a bigot, and I'm not trying to be a bigot. I'm just trying to ask questions. So listen, if there's anybody out there who if you're one of the letter people, I don't care which one of the letters, you could be the L's, the G's, the T's, the M, the Q's.
Please give us some insight.
I want to talk to one of the letter people. I need some, but you know what? No, I want to talk to a T. You know what I mean? Because I can't talk to the other letters about the T's, because the T's need to answer for the T's, because the other letters might have their own agendas.
The T's say that they ain't got to tell you if they was a man before or not. That's what okay. See, now you just opened another can of worms. And they could change their birth certificate from male to female. They could redo their birth certificate.
Okay. So did
he do that?
See, now
Did he go to the extent?
Caitlyn,
he changed his birth certificate.
Yes, Caitlyn is a woman.
Now he gonna tell his daughter, "I'm still your dad."
See, you getting back to the confusion.
Exactly.
I'm trying to clear this up.
They confused it. He confused.
But listen, do we get into the deep conversation, or we leave that for another day? Because I was about to go.
We'll go there. No,
you want me to go there?
Let's wrap it up.
Let's go there. Okay, so I was having this conversation with someone just the other day, saying how and anyone who wants to sound in, please feel free to sound in on this one. Okay, but here was my conversation. I said, look, and I say this a million times. I said it earlier. I am a huge component of human rights. I don't got to agree with you. I don't have to believe what you believe, but I do believe in your rights as a human being to have certain a basic level of dignity, of rights, of just basically whatever I have, you should have, right? No more, no less.
Whatever
Here's been my problem. And if I'm wrong, I'm open to being corrected. But if I'm wrong, I believe that the LGBTQ plus community, because there's other letters, community wants more. They don't want equal, they want more. And here's what I'm talking about. I've said this before, but ladies and gentlemen, you know what? I'm sorry. There is two genders. Okay. I know a lot of y'all like to blame it on the fact that I am a believer, that I'm a Christian. Let's take God out of the equation. Let's just talk straight Darwinistic evolution, survival of the species. Okay. You can only have the survival of a species if within that species you have a male and a female. There is two genders, period. I'm sorry. That's not a social construct. That is a scientific and biological fact. Okay. Number one. Number two, I understand that you may feel a lot of ways. Okay. I don't care about how you feel. If you feel that's how you feel, then feel that way. And ain't nobody gonna, at least I'm not gonna tell you nothing. Okay. I told y'all I feel like a 56-year-old white man named Scott with good credit. Okay. So if you see me on the street and you feel like, call me Scott, damn it, because and I want to buy something on credit, that's how I feel. Understand? You can't tell me no different. But here's the thing. just because you feel a certain way doesn't mean that that's what it is. There's and I'm probably gonna say it wrong, but it's the whole non-binary, cisgender, whatever, this thing, the fluidity. No, okay. I'm sorry, you can't be Jim in the morning and Jenny at night. That's not how it works. Okay. You're either Jim or you're Jenny, but you ain't Jimmy. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm telling you that there is genders. So that being said, when it comes to the trans, and again, I'm not being hateful, y'all. This is not hateful speech. Okay.
We need some clarity, y'all.
Yes, like
jeez.
Listen,
but you can't again. Like,
wait, let me say one more point. Let me say one more point real quick, because I got yelled at for this. Okay, I got yelled at for this.
Okay, go ahead.
You cannot get mad at the rest of us folks if we, not maliciously, but on accident, because this would happen. I was in LA, right? And my mama taught me to be a certain way. I say yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. You know what I mean? I try to be respectful as much as possible. So I was going to ask for some directions on something. I seen a lady that was obviously a lady, right? Long hair, dress. I'm trying to use a politically correct word. She had some tatas, some tatas. It was a lady, okay? And I said, "Excuse me, miss, do you know where X, Y, and Z is at?" Right? I'm showing her my phone, and I said, "Do you know where X, Y, and Z is at?" This heifer turned around and was like, "What? How dare you call me miss?" I was like, I don't who this heifer what you excuse me? And I thought maybe she was on some like, I'm not old, right? So I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I mean, I'm not trying to call you old. I'm just saying I'm trying to be respectful. Excuse me, lady. I didn't want to say, hey, lady, right? Because I don't know your name.
Hey, female. Hey, female. Excuse me, female.
Yeah, I was being, and she was like, no, she used one of, I'm non-binary, whatever. I'm them. I was like, who them? There's two? What? I don't know what that meant. She said she wants to be referred to as them and they. Okay. Now, okay, if that's what you want me to call you, can you please wear a sign, a name tag? Why is it my responsibility to know when you're a lady, right? Because from my understanding, that whole them and they is for people who are kind of like sexually ambiguous. You know, there's some people that like, I don't know, is that a dude? Is that a one? I'm not sure if like, that was my understanding. And like I said, I'm open to be corrected. But that was my understanding that the people that go by the they and the them are the ones that are sexually ambiguous. I didn't know you could be a full-on girly lady, but be a them and a they. And if you are a them and a they, can you don't be mad and judge us. Like, wear a name tag and say I'm them. Then we know, like, excuse me, them. Am I tripping? This America? Is this thing on? Am I tripping?
Excuse me, them. Can you help me out for a second?
Yes. What else I'm gonna say? They. Excuse me. They. I don't know what else you put in with the them and the they.
Do you understand how confusing this is going to create?
I'm super confused right now.
Society, we need help. We need help. Please, someone, if you're them or they, can you let us know how y'all expect us to respond to you? If that's even a safe request? Because if you got on the dress and you got long hair and I say, excuse me, ma'am, and you go off on me?
Yes, because you can't assume she's a ma'am. Or even, see, I said it wrong. I can't even say she. You can't assume that they are a ma'am. They are a them.
Do you see we spending all this time on this conversation? You see what society is doing? This is not the revolution we're trying to televise. Well, I mean, it is a piece of the revolution that needs to be televised, but
you know what? I'm going to transition.
So can you imagine the children of them and they? You see what I'm saying?
I don't know what they finna be.
The children of them and that.
How you gonna go to school and never mind. I'm gonna stop it right here.
How you gonna tell me I'm still your daddy, but I'm a they? But to you, I'm your daddy.
But Dad, you got bigger breasts than.
But I'm a they. Come on, man. This is whack. This is whack.
If Mama calling Bruce, no.
That's what I said. I'm going back to the original information.
Whatever. If you want to be called Caleb, I don't care. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be confused, and I don't want to get yelled at.
Don't call me late for dinner.
I don't want to be yelled at. That's all I'm saying, because I mispronounce somebody. Okay, so now I will transition into another ridiculous topic.
Really beyond that?
Yes, I like going to IKEA. I enjoy going to IKEA.
I hate that place,
man. IKEA is a beautiful wonderland for grown folks. It's like a grown Toys R Us. Okay. They even got a little cafeteria where you can get some snacks and some goodies. And I don't know how I missed this story the first day, because this story is a story that is near and dear to my heart. As many of y'all know, I was a super giant celebrator of Freedom Day, aka Juneteenth.
Yes,
matter of fact, I was at the mall and I told every white person I saw, Happy Juneteenth. To which they responded, huh? I was spreading holiday cheer.
Huh?
So apparently an IKEA in, of all places, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, GA.
You would think that in Atlanta, IKEA would get this right. But as part of their Juneteenth celebration, the IKEA in Atlanta sent out a memo to all of their employees. In celebration of Juneteenth, we are going to have a special menu today. Would you like to know what the menu consisted of?
Yes, please.
This is straight from the memo from an employee at this IKEA.
Let's go. What they
said, look out for a special menu, which will include fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese, potato salad, collard greens, and candy yams.
Yams. Oh, yams. Yams.
Wait.
Teddy yam for me.
Fried chicken and watermelon. If this ain't the most
I'm not offended by that menu at all.
Come on, Mick. Really?
No. Do you know how healthy watermelon is? Do you really understand how healthy watermelon is? See, that's
so should I not be offended?
You should not be. You should actually eat a watermelon every day to improve your health.
But listen to me. Fried chicken, watermelon, mac and cheese. It does sound tasty, though. I ain't gonna lie. This sounds real delicious.
You done made me hungry. I gotta call.
Wait, I went from being upset to being. Hold on. I was really upset about this.
Grubhub, who can I call for some food? So who got soul food on this app?
Man, see, now you made me. Now I'm looking at this differently. See, man, I'm gonna be mad. See, you know what? Where's the black constituency? Somebody else need to be upset with me, because
that menu is fire, bro.
How you gonna?
You get clogged arteries and you get healthy at the same time. You got the watermelon and the yams.
See, my wife says I'm too militant because she says that that I should have been happy that President Biden, actually, that they signed it in to make Juneteenth an official holiday. She's like, why you can't be happy at the little wins? I'm like, cuz first of all, did it on the year that it's on a weekend. We didn't even get a day off. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. But number two, can we get the Emmett Till anti-lynching bill passed? Can we get that first?
You know what?
I mean,
we're gonna have to
appreciate it.
We're gonna have to have a next week. I want to have a talk about this Emmett Till bill. Maybe they need the title. Maybe they need a new bill. How about that? Maybe the Emmett Till bill don't work. Maybe
Emmett Till's murder wasn't enough.
Maybe they need to.
Who we gonna call it? What? Then now we got to call it what? The Trayvon bill, the Mike Brown bill. We got to call it the
why gotta
George
be
Floyd
named?
bill.
Why gotta be named after somebody like that though?
Because you got to name the bill. Well, the anti-Asian bill wasn't named after a name.
Exactly.
They sure got it in less than a year.
And maybe we need to take the names out of it.
Maybe we call it the anti. You know what? It's reverse psychology. If we, because it was called the anti-Asian bill, what if we call it the anti-Negro bill? And see the Republicans would be like, "Ooh, it's anti-Negro,"
or the anti-color bill.
And they'll be like, because I don't really like them coloreds. So yes, I'm gonna vote on the anti-colored bill. We got to flip it on them. That's what it is. I'm trying
to tell you exactly. Okay. Change some titles.
I'm just gonna say,
back to the menu though.
You know what? I'm just gonna say the jury is out. That's what we're gonna call it. The jury, not the jewelry, because my people like to say jury. The jury is out on this one. We don't know if we're mad yet. It sounds very scrumptious, by the way.
I'm hungry.
Okay, how about this? Y'all keep that menu because it's an amazing menu. Just don't do it on purpose on Juneteenth.
Do it on Black Friday.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid for that one. Let me piss off some more white people. Some of y'all remember Macy Gray, the singer Macy Gray.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one. So she was very upset about the insurrection on January the 6th. And she says she feels that what happened caused the American flag, aka Old Glory, right? That's one of the nicknames of the American flag. That during the insurrection, it was violated. And it turned it into a symbol of hate.
Oh my God.
So her suggestion is that not only should we add 2 additional stars for DC and Puerto Rico, but the stars should all be different colors, different hues of blacks and browns and yellows and reds to make the flag more inclusive.
And add some lions and tigers and bears. Oh my.
Hey, what?
Why don't we just add that to the Juneteenth flag? How about that?
I like just the red, black, and green flag. If we do it that way, I'll be good with it.
Let's just use the Juneteenth flag.
There's a Juneteenth flag?
Power to the people, yes. There is a Juneteenth flag.
Is that the red, black, and green one? I'm gonna have to check this out. I need one.
It's red, white, and blue, but it's got a different design on it.
Well, so I take it you don't agree with Macy Gray. Should we add the stars at this point to include DC and Puerto Rico?
Do you know how much stuff we have to change?
So because we're lazy, don't do it.
You know how much stuff has to change.
So don't do it because we're lazy. Is that what you're saying,
the military would have to reissue all new flags.
Again, so because we're lazy, we can't.
You know how many flags we got to change?
Man, it's flags, man.
Nope. See, they keeping it to what it is.
Okay. Let me go on to another subject.
Please. Thanks, Macy.
Macy,
drop another hit, please.
Okay. So to the chagrin of many people, I am a fan of a gentleman by the name of Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z. Okay. And Jay-Z and Dame Dash, former partners, former best buds, are at odds right now. Well, they've been at odds. But Dame Dash recently picked a fight with Jay-Z. He's going to have to take a L. What happened is, Dame Dash, some of you don't know, but he originally started Rockefeller Records with Jay-Z and fellow partner Kareem Biggs. Okay.
It's the Rock.
It's the Rock, right? They started this company together. Since then, obviously, Jay and Biggs have gone on to do other things, and Dame Dash has gone on to be the angry old black dude who rants and raves.
It's the Rock.
You know what I mean? Like, who rants and raves and does it his way, and swears his way is the best, but it doesn't seem to always work for him. So recently, Dame Dash wanted to sell the one of Jay's most coveted possessions is the original Reasonable Doubt, right? His first album. Obviously, that's the thing that kicked it all off.
Right.
So because Dame Dash still owns 1/3 of Rockefeller, Jay-Z offered him to buy it out, which comes with all the properties that, catalog and all of that, right?
Okay.
Well, Dame Dash said, you know what? I don't like that offer. So instead, he wanted to sell Reasonable Doubt as an NFT, right? I still don't fully understand what an NFT is. It's kind of like a Bitcoin, but for like sounds and pictures. I don't really fully understand it, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, somebody created that for like instead of having baseball cards.
Yeah.
Somebody did that for some pictures and sold it for like millions of dollars.
Because it's only they're one of one. Yes, it's like a digital one of one.
Yeah.
So it makes things instantly more valuable, right? So basically, Jay-Z was able to block it legally in court. And as of right now, the judge ruled, a federal judge said that Jay and Rockefeller's arguments were deemed credible and correct. Obviously, Dame Dash is going to continue to file more motions. And he said this ain't the end of it. So my question to you, sir, I know you're a hip hop fan. Do you think that Dame should take the money that was offered to him by Jay-Z and call it a day and quit being difficult about this? Or do you think that Jay-Z maybe owes Dame something or something else completely different?
I have no idea how that relationship was. Obviously, in the videos, they seemed like they was cool, but he might need some money right now. So maybe.
Well, according to Dame, he's crazy rich. Like he's always saying, "I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich, I'm rich. I did it my way. I'm rich."
Where?
But I'm just saying what Dame Dash says.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would just take the L, buddy. Take the L and go take that money, invest it somewhere else, and just move on. That's what I would say. Relationship is over. There has to be a level of forgiveness between them two that's not on the horizon right now. So now they're arguing over albums. Does he even have
it is the first one. Well, that's the thing is legally.
Is he even entitled?
Here's the technicality. The technicality is he owns, because he said this was part of his argument. I'm not just selling the album. I'm selling my 1/3 stake in Rockefeller. Right. So that's how he was saying, basically, I have the right to do this, right, as a part of my 1/3 stake in Rockefeller. Right.
So he should have that piece of the album cover.
Just that one piece.
That's one piece, and that'd be famous though. See, that'd be famous.
I think honestly, man, I think he's never gotten.
That's like a cutout.
I think he's never gotten over the fact that Jay-Z moved on without him, and not only moved on, but
that's what I'm saying.
Leaps and bounds. And
that sounds like ego. That sounds like more ego driven than maybe financial.
You think?
Yeah, that's definitely pride.
I honestly, ego. I think it's his pride. I think he wants to, like, I'm gonna hit you where it hurts. This is your first album. I know you want this more than anything, and so I'm gonna make you pay for all of what you put me. That's what it feels like.
But for somebody who's successful like Jay is, you can have that album, buddy. Have it.
See, that's the catch-22 is that Jay's like, no, Reasonable Doubt is the one piece of my catalog that I actually super care about.
And Dame knows that from their previous relationship.
Yes, and knows that this is I have the one thing that can hurt him.
Yes, exactly. So I'm gonna always be a thorn in your side, Jay.
Yeah, that's why he won't sell it to Jay-Z, because Jay-Z gave him an offer, and instead of saying no, I don't like that number, here's the number I want. Yeah, he's just saying it's not enough, which means it'll never be enough, no matter what number Jay-Z were to come back with.
That's hip hop legend. They legends in their own time too. So he gonna always be connected to it, even if they're not friends, even if they're not business partners.
I just hate to see, man, stuff like I just.
LL Cool J is still connected to FUBU.
Forever, man, forever.
So they still go down in history.
On a different beef type note, not even beef, but
is it shredded beef or is it?
There is a new Netflix series called This Is Pop, and in that it just goes over like pop culture, you know.
Oh, okay.
And so T-Pain, who was one of the biggest figures in pop culture in the last couple of decades, right? He changed the face of music. T-Pain undeniably changed the face of music, which is part of the reason in this documentary or docu-series.
Zapp and Roger had that voice first, though.
Yeah, but he did it different because theirs was more the vocalizer. It was more robotic. His was more like the auto-tune was different. You know what I mean? But I know what you're saying because Zapp and Roger, because when I first heard T-Pain, I was like, oh, he on that Zapp and Roger.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this generation don't know nothing about no Zapp and Roger. So, but that being said, T-Pain said that there was a particular time on the way, I believe it was to the Grammys or something like that, that Usher, they were on a plane, and Usher called him back, to come talk to him in mid-flight, and told him, and I quote, this is a quote from T-Pain, that Usher told him, man, you bleeped up singing for real singers. And he said that sparked a 4-year depression that he went through because he really was like, man, did I really, mess up?
Yes, son. Yes, son. Yes, son. You did. You did.
So I was going to ask you your opinion, but I guess we know what your opinion is.
He got carried away. He got carried away.
Okay. So did he, or was it the industry that jumped on it that, like, can we really blame, can we blame T-Pain?
He got carried. Make an album or two and leave it alone. No.
But if you making money,
no.
Everybody wanted that T-Pain on the hook.
You ever play dominoes?
Yeah,
all money ain't good money. Sometimes you pass up that 15 to keep domino.
I'm a dominologist.
Sometimes you pass up 15 to keep domino.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta just, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them. You gotta know when to walk away and know when to run. But
do you understand what Usher's saying though? Usher is a singer.
Yeah, but then Usher messed around and did auto-tune.
Well, he had to because T-Pain messed it up.
Did he have to?
Well, no, he didn't have to.
So,
but he had to.
But is that T-Pain's fault? T-Pain then had to he went into a 4-year depression, carrying this on his shoulders.
Can we talk to T-Pain? I want to interview
someone
T-Pain.
He respected. Told him that he personally bleeped up music for real singers.
Yeah, because Usher been singing since he was what, 16? Probably before that.
Younger than that.
But I'm saying that first album was slamming for a 16-year-old when that dropped up. But I agree with Usher. You messed up the game, son.
Wow.
You should have left it to Zapp and Roger. They was already legends with it.
Honestly, I don't think T-Pain. I think it was the industry that jumped on because they have no imagination, and everybody wanted that T-Pain hook and couldn't afford the T-Pain prices.
And then he couldn't sing. Remember?
No. T-Pain can actually sing.
Not before that, though.
What do you mean not before that? You can't just magically sing afterwards.
You had to go he got some singing lessons. Tell the truth, T-Pain. He went and got singing lessons.
Man, you understand who that is? That's T-Pain Pendergrass.
With the auto-tunes.
Man, look, I got your back, PZ. I got your back.
He had to go
buy you a drink.
No, not the songs is slamming though. I mean,
so you can't enjoy the songs and then say that the dude done killed everything.
Yes, I can. If I can call them and they, I can.
You stupid, man. If y'all just tuning in, this is the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3 FM. We gonna go to some music real fast, and I'm gonna come back with some Britney Spears news because I know everyone wants to know what's up with Britney Spears. No, you don't want to know what's up with Britney Spears?
No. Next.
Whatever. We will come back with some Britney Spears
Next.
in just a minute.
No, we not.
Baby, I got options. I keep watching, keep on calling, but I'm thinking about you. Ain't no stopping. We keep rocking. I said I got options, but I'm choosing on you. If you really down the road, then we can ride out. I don't wanna wait, so make your mind up. I wanna get closer. Now we pushing up on you. Make it last a little longer. Take it off and put it on you. You know I got options, yeah, yeah. I got options, yeah. You know I got options, yeah, yeah. I got options, yeah. Don't know why you keep on playing, I got options. Always got something to say when I drop some. Stay down, I kept it real, you know where I'm from. Ain't the type to keep it low key, I'm not the one. You're saying too much, but I want you to show me. Don't need a rush, can we just take it slowly? Better act right, I don't wanna waste no time. Yeah, you saying them things about to lose my mind. I got options, yeah, yeah. I got options, yeah. You know I got options, yeah, yeah. I got options, yeah.
Yo, shout out to my girl Twee. That was Twee with options. You were listening to the Revolution Radio Show on 102.3. I am Jay Love. I'm joined by the statesman, Mr. Farron himself. And this is my See, we're gonna keep using the word transition. Since we're not gonna talk about Britney Spears and her ridiculous conservatorship and dancing on TikTok. Twee being Vietnamese. I don't know if y'all knew this, but Vietnamese are Asians. Speaking of Asians, Billie Eilish has recently had to go on her own little apology tour. You know how I feel about apology tours. And clarify her use of an Asian slur, right? And I'm gonna just kind of how do you say that? Paraphrase this. There you go.
Okay.
Apparently, when she was 13 or 14 years old, she was on TikTok and she was basically rapping or lip syncing along with a Tyler the Creator song. Now, it's funny to me that people are mad at Billie Eilish, but not mad at Tyler the Creator, because apparently the lyrics to the song say, "Slip it in her drink, and in a blink of an eye, I can make a white girl look," the Asian slang with the C word. Y'all will get it. It rhymes with blink. So I'm not going to say it because I don't need people coming at me with the craziness. So she did this when she was 13 or 14 years old. And she, wanted to clarify that at that time in her life, she didn't even understand that that was necessarily bad, right? She was just rapping along to the Tyler the Creator lyrics, right? So my first question is, I got 3 questions in a row that I'm gonna throw at you, Mr. Statesman. Number 1, where's the heat for Tyler the Creator? This is his song. He said it outright. Number 2, do you believe Billie Eilish that at 13 or 14 years old, she really didn't know? And number 3, how far back do we go and blame people for mistakes they made? However many, what's the cutoff? I needed it because, luckily, there was no Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat or anything or TikTok when I was young. But I'm sure in a minute, different tapes of this show are going to come up. And I want to know what the cutoff is of things that you say that people can hold you accountable for. Mr. Farron.
I tried to explain that to you when we were talking about the next Black leader arising through our community, that he probably sitting in the house like, oh man, I can't come out because I did that tweet back when we was on, or I had that Yahoo Messenger message that I put out one time that said that I didn't like them, so I can't become a black leader. So they gonna pull my past out. Come on, man. Come on, it's a song. What's the problem?
Man, I can't, dude. I just looked up. You know what? We're gonna have to finish this tomorrow. I just realized. I just looked up, ladies and gentlemen. My bad.
What?
Time is up. The show's over.
What?
On that note.
What?
Yes.
Oh, we coming back because we need some stipulations on how far can you go back and bring up some past.
Exactly. So with that, thank you so much, people. I'm sorry. Our time goes by really fast. It's your boy, J Love, Farron, Revolution Radio Show, 102.3 KCAA. Remember, reach for your best, reach for success, but most of all, reach for God, because God is love and love is everything. We out.
Oh my.